Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, well, before we go too much in detail, we're going to get in the red truck. But I had a video idea. So y'all know the 300 has projectors. And yes, I'm parking under here because my dash is curling in that car. But I also did some retrofit headlights in the 6.0. Now, I did have LED headlights in this truck before the projectors, but I know a lot of people go back and forth, and yes, I'm getting in the truck because the cicadas. But regardless, I know a lot of people go back and forth between LEDs or projectors, which is brighter, which has a better beam pattern, so on and so forth. So I figured, I was sitting there thinking a while ago, I really need to get back to making videos. Haven't made any in a while, but that's neither here nor there. That's my problem. But regardless, I figured this would be a good video, because I know a lot of people bicker and argue and whatever else about this topic. So anyway, well, and it was probably an excuse to drive the red truck, because I feel like I need to get out of the house. So anyway, here we go. I'm gonna take this for a drive, and well, it'll be a little darker when I get back, but I just wanted to kind of intro this video while it's not like dark. It's darker than it looks on camera, but it's, anyway, like I was saying, before my radio connected to my phone, it doesn't look terrible on camera currently, but I did want to get, I'll go ahead and do this, a beam pattern for y'all. So, you know, projectors, these are by Xenons, so it means they're high beam and low beam. But thought I would show you. I'll back up some. Yes, we're going downhill, I know. But you can see here is the beam pattern on the projectors. Low beam, high beam. So pretty bright, I will say. And if you're curious, yes, I set the steps to where this step is higher for meeting oncoming traffic, because we do have a lot of 2-lane roads around here, whereas this side is a little bit higher. So yes, that is that. But anyway, I also got the blue truck keys, and I'll show you all that truck when we get home. But like I said, I think this is more or less, oh yep, and there's the front bumper. There we go. I think this is more or less an excuse to drive this truck, because this week's been kind of crap. So, you know, we did fix the red truck the other day. I didn't really get to drive it, and I really wanted to, but you know, I had stuff going on. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna take this guy for a drive, and then when I get back, we will hop in the blue truck, and well, we'll do it again. I'll show you what those look like and everything, and then by that time it should be a little darker. That way y'all can see these a little bit better. All right, so we made it back home. I just stopped out here and got a picture of the truck with the thumbnail, but regardless. So I'll turn the fog lights off, and here we have the beam pattern on these. Pull over here a little straighter. And yes, I know, truck needs a bigger lift or something. Matter of fact, let me know down below. What do y'all want to see next on the 6.0? because I've been itching to get back in the shop and do some stuff like ASAP. So y'all let me know. But regardless, you can see here it's the beam pattern, low beam, high beam. These are very bright, and then if I turn on my Morimoto projector fog lights, there we have it. So like I said, these are real bright. Now I will also preface by saying, we'll back up here too. That way we can get a shot going that way, so y'all can kind of see as far as distance goes and that kind of thing. And then I'll get the blue truck and I'll pull it over here too, and we'll do the same thing. But y'all can see it's very even. Turn the fog lights off. Very even, very nice. Very, very nice. Everything's filled out, you know. Show y'all. So you can see there. Fog lights off, and then fog lights on. Very nice, very bright. So that's you know, kind of what you get with projectors because of the way the projector works, and all the science with the lenses and all this kind of thing. You know, I'm sure I could probably start to try to explain it, but there will be somebody smarter than me in the comments. Yeah, so we'll let that person explain it. But regardless, that's what we have on the red truck. So I'm going to park it back over here. Yep, there's a tire there. And I need to move over some. But we'll get the blue truck and I will show you all the same thing with it as well. Now, I mean, and we'll go over this here in a moment too. But the entry to barrier here is a lot different with this setup versus that setup. So, I mean, this is an expensive setup. This is not an easy setup. Let me turn those off for the neighbors. You know, this is not I mean, you don't buy these at Walmart type deal. You can't buy them on Amazon. You can buy the projectors, but you can't buy them built like this, I don't believe. But yeah, I mean, this is not a plug and play thing type deal. So that's that. Now we'll run over here, we'll hop in the blue truck, and I will show you what those look like as well. All right, now for the blue truck. That Valvetronic exhaust sounds so good. But shout out to them folks. Now, I also wanted to mention I have a discount code for Last Fit if you want some LED headlights. I also have a code for Morimoto if you want some projector parts or whatever. They got lots of stuff. So does Last Fit as well. So y'all check them folks out. There's no bias here. I will say that. There is no bias. Neither company is paying me for honest. This video will probably make me like 10 cents from ad revenue. But that's, you know, neither here nor there. But regardless, pull back over here just like we were a while ago. And I'm going to focus the camera because I know it's not focused well. There we go. So you can see there's like a bright spot, dim, bright, kind of the same thing over here. That is like a halogen characteristic type deal, a reflector housing characteristic. Now this is low beam, and this is high beam. So with LEDs, typically speaking, the beam doesn't really open up. The beam just changes a little bit. Whereas on the projectors, you have a cutoff, and then it opens the cutoff shield, so you get more, you know, height. Like I said, that's just a projector characteristic. This is a reflector housing characteristic. So you get a little bit more of a sporadic beam, if that makes sense. And then if we back up, and I'll pull over here right next to the 6.0, you can kind of see on the ground in front of us kind of more of what I'm talking about. I mean, y'all can already see that, but yeah, we'll let the dust settle a little bit. It is very dusty here in Arkansas because it's been hot. Well, I mean, it's 9 o'clock at night and it's 95 degrees, if that tells you anything. So if the camera will focus, there we go. So you can see on the ground, I mean, it's kind of sporadic, you know, all that kind of thing, but very nice and bright. Then high beam, let me zoom out. Low beam, high beam. So, yeah, that's kind of the, like I said, that's an LED thing. Now, again, no hate to either company, neither one. I'm not gonna say which one I feel like is better. Well, actually I will, because I'm not paid and it doesn't matter. But I will preface by saying these are two completely different animals. That set of headlights in that truck took me realistically about a week to build. These took 10 minutes to swap out, right? Those projector kits are not cheap. These LED headlights are not cheap, but that projector kit is like 4 times what these set of bulbs are. And then with that, you have to take a set of headlights, you have to open them, you have to modify them, you have to reseal them. If you're gonna paint them, you gotta paint them. You know, there's a lot of things there. Whereas with this, you just you open them, take them out, open up the hood, take them out, and slap them in. And it's really, I mean, it's really that simple. So, they do have LED projectors. I've never had anything with LED projectors, so I can't really speak on LED projectors. I will say. Now, another downside to projector headlights is there's lots of pieces. There's lots of parts. You know, you have ballasts, you have igniters, you have your control harness, you know, all of this kind of stuff. You know, if you have anti-flicker capacitors, you got those to deal with. You know, there's all this stuff. There's like a whole thing, you know. Whereas these, you take the headlights out in this truck. In some vehicles you don't have to do that, but a lot of them nowadays you do. But you take the headlights out, you twist them out, or however your car is. In this truck, you just twist them out, put a new one in, twist it in, and plug it up, and you're good to go. Whereas, like I said, those headlights right there, those are a little bit more complicated. So like I said, this is two completely different worlds. Again, that projector kit by itself is like 4 sets of these LED headlights. So that's kind of that. But myself, I would say the projectors do have a better light, just because of the fact that it's more even. You don't have these like shadows and stuff. That is from the headlight housing. But you don't have these like dark spots and bright spots and dark spots and, you know, that kind of thing. Now, again, this is a simple thing. that is not a simple thing. So this is a cheaper option than that. These are not cheap LED headlights, but they're cheaper than that, if that makes any sense at all, if you're catching my drift here. So like I said, I mean, it's just different barriers to entry. There's a lot of different factors. There's a lot of different everything. So again, the wiring for those headlights, you have ballast, you have the controller, you have battery hookups, plug into the truck, ballast igniters, bulbs, projectors, the cutoff shield wiring. There's lots of things going on. These, you take your other ones out, you put these in, you plug them up, you're good to go. So that's kind of the deal. So I just wanted to kind of preface by saying that, because I know there's going to be some genius in the comments. So, oh, well, LED headlights are junk, and that's personal opinion. I'm sure some people love them, some people hate them. It's like everything you do. There's always going to be those people, and that is what it is. But if you're comfortable building something like that and you have the money to spend, do it. Whereas this is like a simple thing, like I told you. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for this one. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, what do you think? But if you enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. I will leave links to both companies down below if y'all want to check them out. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.